So I guess students, you are fit and fine at your place. Yes. So let's start today's class. Okay students. So students, I have something for you. So you have to identify the name of this object. So what is that, students, in front of your screen? Yes. It is an, yes, what is it is? It is a torch. Very good students. So this is a torch. You are identified. Very good. So students, which kind of object it is? Let me give you two options, students. First and second. Is it a non-luminous or luminous object? So students, in which category you will put this torch for the purpose? Does torch have non-luminous, that means it does not have its own light, or for the luminous means that torch has its own light, it's emitting its own light? So what do you think? What is that torch? Yes, write it down your answer in the comment box, students. Yes students, very good. So basically we can say that a torch is a luminous object, right? So this is a luminous object because it emitting its own light. So that's why we can say a torch is a luminous object. Okay students. So students, we have an activity for you. Let's see what is the activity. So see, the three people are there, which are the three students, right? Three children are there. So students, what you notice, write it down your answer in the comment box. What do you understand by this image? How many people are there and what they are doing into? Are they are playing any game or they are doing something else? Yes. So students, have you see that we have three children in this picture, right? And they are doing some activity. Okay. So one child is there who is having a torch, right? And the second child, that is a girl, having a mirror. See, I have also a mirror in front of your screen, right? So this is a mirror which a girl has. Okay. Now students, next student, the third. What about the third child? What the third child is doing it? Is he standing or he is doing something else? Yes, he just standing, right? So students, but you can see that a person who having a torch is focusing to that girl who have a mirror, right? A person having a torch, luminous object, right? And this light is goes to the third person which is next to that girl, right? So how it is happening? The torch light is not gone to that child directly, but is going through a girl, then to passes to a boy. Why it is happening? So this is a process, students, where we can see that a light can changes its direction. So how it is goes direction changes with the help of mirror. So how its mirror helping it to change its direction? Because students, it get reflected the light to the other side. Okay, so this is our topic of discussion, that is reflection. Okay, so this is our topic. We are going to discuss about what is reflection and what are the characteristics and how we can use this applications into the reflections. Okay, so let's see what is that reflection. So you can come to know that from only the picture. When the light is incident on a surface, right? When light is incident on a surface, it get reflected and it bounces it back. So let me draw a diagram. So you can come to know that a mirror is here, right? And the torch, let's consider here. Right? And the light is coming straight to this place and get reflected to the other point, right? So that way the light changes its direction as well as it's bouncing back and reflected to the other part. So the light is incident on a surface, that is a mirror we have, right, and get reflected or it's bounced back. So then we can say this phenomena of a bouncing back process is called reflection. Okay, so students, you can come to know that this is a process for the phenomena which is used by these three kids, that is reflection. Now students, have you seen the one of the diagram which is in front of you on the left hand side? Yes, that is first we can come to know that this is a light which is called incident. So whenever a light coming from any light source, that we call as a incident ray. Okay, and if it is bounced back to the other, so that is called reflected. So this is a incident ray and this is called reflected ray. Okay, so whenever you draw perpendicular to that, you can come to know that here this is called a normal. Okay, so we can call that is normal. Now students, these are the few points related to. So we have reflecting surface, this is called a mirror. Okay, so that way we have a reflection phenomena that is happened. Okay, now students, what are the characteristics of reflected surface? So reflected surface means that is mirror we use. So first we have the surface should be smooth. So if you talk about students, that is mirror, its surface is very smooth, like, and it is very polished and shiny. So whenever it's very polished and so cleared, then you can say that the light is easily reflected back. Okay, rough surface are not able to reflect. So if I talk about this notebook, so this notebook is not reflect the light, right? We cannot able to see the person who is there because it's a rough surface. If we talk about the back end of this mirror, so it is not a reflecting surface, so that's why it does not tell you about anything. So if we talk about this is a shiny surface. So these are the few points. That means surface should be smooth, polished and shiny, as well as the rough surface should not be there to reflect the light. Now students, you have to observe this image and express your views on this natural resources which is present in your surrounding act as a reflection. How it is making as a reflection? Yes. So yes students, we can come to know that the reflection is this process. You can see this is a tap where we can see a water, right? So here the water is being act as a reflection to us, act as a mirror. So where we can see the various clouds as well as the trees reflect image on the water. So water also act as our natural resource which is also act as a mirror. So right, so water also reflected the light or follow the phenomena of a reflection. Okay, so students, your turn. You have to choose the correct option. Which of the following you have to tell me which of the following is reflecting surface? Reflected surface are there. So you have to choose. What is the statement? Which of the following are reflected surface? So this is question for this, and the 4 option is reflected on your screen, right? So you have to choose it. A is cement road, B sandpaper, C tire, D is water. So what is that students? Yes, very good. So write it down your answer in the comment box. Yes, very good. So D is the correct answer. That is water. Okay, because water is act as a natural source and it act as a mirror. Okay. Now let's come forward. So see, identify the people who what they are doing, which object they are using, and what's their way of taking this. What practices they are doing. You have to tell me. Yes. Are they are taking selfie? Yes, they are taking selfie, and they you can see their smiley faces. Only we can come to know that they are taking selfie, right? So as they are very smiley and happy, and they show the sign of enjoying, right? And they are using one of the object, which is you can see the mobile phone, and they are using the camera of a mobile phone, right? So have you taken the selfie with your family? Yes. Okay, very good. So it's good practice to be happy and with your family, right? So students, we have activity only. So see, what's the activity for you? Take a mirror. So we have a mirror, right? And you have to take a torch and object. The three things you required: mirror, torch and one object. Now move to the dark room. So dark room you have to go it, right? And you have to put the light on the camera and adjust upon it such that an object is visible to you. So tell me, what do your observation? Yes, what do you think? What is going to be? Is it visible to you or not? Is it giving anything which is reflecting to you? Yes. What do you get it, your observation, students? So you can see a person is there who is having some mirror shape, right? And a glass and all the objects, right? So he is doing a practices of to going in the dark room and look it out. So you can see a mirror who is there, who is metal, right? So this mirror is there, is a reflecting surface, you can come to know that, right? So here we have a glass. So why we are doing this activity? What do we understand by this activity? We are basically doing it for the reflection and the mirror. Okay, so you can see firstly we have a mirror. So we can see a mirror is a surface usually consisting of a glass, and reflected the light incident on it, it's form a clear and erect image, right? So this is image formed by a mirror, which is, please remember these are important points, students, that is erect image. Okay, now you can come to know that this is a glass, right? And this is a metal. So it has polished surface which help to change the direction. So in front of it, the mirror, you can see this. This is a mirror, right, which having polishing surface. So this is act as a direction to changing its the light. Now next, a mirror is used, made up of, for various purposes, right? And it is made up of glass, metal sheet, and which is responsible for the reflection. So all the processes which happen with the help of mirror only. Okay, so mirror, we can say mirror is the best example for the reflection. So these are the relation, that mirror is very important and it is only change the direction with the help of mirror of a light. Okay, now students, suppose one day you woke up and you found it out that all mirrors are disappear. So what is going to be happen with the world? Yes, suppose as you wake up and you found all the mirrors is these kinds of mirror is disappear from the world. Now what you will do? What is going to be happen? So that means we are not able to see our face. We are not able to see our face, right? And we are not able to know that clearly what are the things, and we are not able to see the phenomena of reflection, and we are not able to bend the light direction. So students, see, mirror is very important, right? And you can see in the mirror is very everywhere whenever you go to the for the makeup. Yes, cosmetic purpose or other purposes we use for shaving. People are using, men doing shaving, right? So they are using that mirror. So if they don't have, how they will do? So that means the mirror is very important for our surrounding. Okay, so students, it's true and false. You have to give it the answer. Please read it the question, then you have to give the answer, because sometimes students we got confusing with the statement only, right? So firstly read the statement, then tell me the answer. So mirror having a rough surface which helps in reflection of light. Yes, write it down your answer in the comment box, students. Yes, very good. So basically it is a false statement, right? So what is a mistake in this question, students? Why it is false statement? Why not true? There is one mistake. Yes, instead of rough, students, we have a polished surface. So mirror has a surface whose reflecting surface is polished. Okay, so this is the polished surface. Whenever any light strike, it goes back it, so incident and reflected rays, so that way it's going to work it up. Okay, so it should be polished, not a. So this is a way of saying that the mirror is polished one. Okay, so now students, we have an activity. You can see it now. What is happening in this activity? Will you find it out? Do you see a comb in this activity? Yes, comb is there, right? And what is the light source which is used in this activity? Yes, yes, very good. We have a torch. So we can see here a torch, a comb, a cardboard, right? Or what is another thing, students? Hand of a person, right? That is correct. So students, let's find it out where we have. So we have a torch, we have a comb, and we have a cardboard we used. So students, one more thing is, you can see there is a blackish color is there. What is that? We have studied in the previous classes that yes, the blackish color, that is called the comb, shadow of a comb, right? Very good, students. So these are the few things you can see in your screen. So students, let's see how it is the activity has been formed. So students, you have to fix a comb on a one side of a sheet of a white chart. Okay, so you have to fix it. So see, this person has fixed the comb. Now fix a mirror. So students, you didn't notice that this is a mirror? Yes, so mirror is also important. One other side. Okay, you have to take it out the mirror on the other side. Now send a beam of light through a torch through a comb. So you are sending a light, right? So as you are sending a light to a comb, so through the comb, what do you observe on this mirror? Do you find two kinds of comb shadow? Yes, yes, two kinds of shadow. One is larger, which let me color with different. That is blue color, that is shadow for the comb. That is very larger. If we talk about for the mirror, it having smaller. Okay, so these are the few things we can visible in this activity. So why we are doing this activity? Let's see. So basically we are doing for this activity for the comb ways you can see the shadow, it is very straight, right? And the straight line is coming out. So this is basically we have done this activity for the that light travels in a straight line only. So light cannot bend itself. We have seen the light cannot bend, but as the mirror is there here, it is being bended, right? So let me draw it. First the light come here, then it strikes to there, and then it reaches here. So that way its light get bended with the help of mirror. So students, the direction of light changes only. How the light can changes its direction? When the light is propagating on the smaller mirror, okay, then the mirror will reflect the light and change its direction, but the pathway remains the same. So these are the important lines, students. It reflect the light as well as change its direction, but the pathways remains the same. It will not bend it, right? It will not go in the curved direction. This is wrong. It will bend in this form. If there is a mirror here, so it will strike on this and it will come there. So that way it is correct, but it will not bend as like such. So its pathways remain same, because it is going straight, but here in the first one and second one you can see it's being curved, but here it goes to the straight. So the light only go in the straight one. So remember, the path, you can change the direction, but you cannot change the path of the light, okay? So these are the three students, as we saw before only. They are doing an activity where you can see here light is being reflected, and the light goes from one person to another. Let me draw here, then it reaches to that person. So that way you can change its direction, but you cannot change the path. It remains the state. So you have to list some points. Tell me about the uses of mirror. So where do you use mirror? We use in the car, right? For the car, use for the side mirror, side view, okay? And if we talk about when we go to our barber shop, so there we find it out mirror, right? And if we go to the places where we have different kinds of mirror that you used for finding out the things, so there also we uses a mirror for doing, and for the shaving purpose, for makeup, for dentist are also using. Right? So these are the uses of mirror which in our surrounding. So now students, this is your turn. Mirror changes the dash of light but not able to change the dash. So what is the correct answer? What you will change? Yes, students, please write it down in the comment box. Your answer, yes, students, we only change the direction, right, of a light, but we cannot change the pathway of a light. Okay, students, very good. So let's see, recap what we have discussed today's class. So we discussed about today mirror, reflection, and its relation, how mirror and reflection being related, right? Now student, one of the filling the blanks I have put it for you. We are able to see the object around us due to light, right? If we don't have light, so we are not able to see. Okay, an image is formed in mirror is, so in the image which is formed by the mirror, it should be, yes, it is erect and real. So these are the 2 points related to. So students, you have to find it out the difference between these two images which is given in below. So which one is saying, what is that? In the first one, students, which kind of phenomena is there? In the first one we have a phenomena of a reflection, right? But here you can see this person is using the water as a resource to see its own reflection. So that way we can also use the sources which we have. Okay, so this is your homework. So one question, Ram is using a torch and mirror to form a reflection, but he is not able to do it. Why? So you have to give the reason. Okay, and you have to do an activity. You have to make a group of 5 friends, and the 4 friends will goes to corner of each room for the room, and the last one is going to stand in the middle, right? And the corner one friend will having a torch, other 3 having mirror, and all are standing in the dark room. Okay, and start a torch, then you will make the reflections and set the mirror, so like that you can get the reflection, that is the friend which is standing in the center. So you had the last, you have to, after doing this activity or this experiment, you have to write it down your observation and tell me, do you get it some reflection to that middle person or not? Okay, so students, thank you. We will going to meet in the next video with an interesting topic. Okay.